I see it as a very, very sad situation. Wars are never good for anyone. And I pray to Almighty that, first of all, the victims of the Pahalgam brutal terrorist attack get peace. And I pray for all the victims of this war. But like I said, war is not good for anything, but sometimes it's inevitable. And what happened in India for after before Pahalgam, we can go back to the Parliament attack, we can go back to the Pulwama attack, we can go back to the November 26 Mumbai attack. We can go back to so many terrorist activities that were happening, and we recently extradited Tahavu Rana. So you say that the cup of tolerance of India was full to the brim, and with the Pahalgam incident, it spilled over. And that was like the last, straw that broke the back, and that is what has resulted. And then no response from Pakistani side of any condolences or proper, uh, you know, uh, messages or cooperation in the beginning for any joint investigation. As soon as it happened, was a lack of, I think, maturity and lack of basic human, respect for each other. That when 26 people were killed in Pahalgam under a brutal terrorist attack, that a neighboring country did not rise up to just say that, hey, we're so sorry this happened to you, and that was very sad. So I see this a war against terrorism. It's not a war against any country, any religion, but war against terrorism. The sentiment among Indian Americans is very much they all stand with India right now, but at the same time, we're all longing for peace because wars are fought to achieve peace, and that's what the end result of the wars is. So we stand with India at this difficult moment, but we are also hoping and praying that peace should prevail pretty soon in that entire region. I think President Trump needs to step in and bring the two nations to the table and have a decisive uh, U.S. should have a decisive role in solving this problem once for all. And also, I think America should treat this conflict in the same way as America supported Israel when they were fighting against terrorism with Hamas. Mm-hmm. Because I don't see this fight against Pakistan or Pakistani people. I think this fight is against the terrorists and the ideology of terrorism that has crept in our neighboring country. So this is not a fight against people of Pakistan or the country itself. This is against that terrorist ideology that's there. And same thing with Hamas. So when like US supported Israel in their fight against terrorism, I think US should also support India against this fight, and at the same time bring these two countries to peace and solve the issues. I think so. I think so. This time we are seeing the world leaning towards India because they are seeing that this is a terrorism action against terrorism, and the whole world is united. Because if you look at the history, there are ample evidences every time, starting from the attack in Parliament, attack in Mumbai, attack on Pulwama. We have concrete evidences the involvement of our neighboring country in this in these incidents, and that's why I think India's actions are being seen as justified right now, and the whole West is right now just staying out of this, and in fact supporting India, even though if they are not openly saying, but I think they just staying on the sidelines is just like supporting India. I think what India has done this time, because like I said, war is not. I mean, watching it on TV looks pretty. watching it on happening in third somebody else's country looks pretty, but when it happens to us, whether it's India or Pakistan, it's not pretty. It's very, very brutal. I have friends on both sides of the border, and I'm worried about both of them right now, and they are also worried. And I think a clear message has been sent to Pakistan that if this thing happens, if terrorism happens, there's going to be this kind of a strong response. And it's not easy. I think in 2 3 days of war, or if this war lasts for a week, Pakistan will go back 20 years, and their economy is already in bad shape, and even India is going to suffer. But this was, I think, something that was needed, and it's a strong message to Pakistan that if you involve in this, or if you go this way of terrorism, enough is enough, and it needs to stop now. Otherwise, we'll have very serious effects, and we are at war right now because of this. So I think it's a clear message, and I hope Pakistan learns from this. I see a statesman in him. People say that Prime Minister Modi is radical. He doesn't think. He just started this war, this Hindutva agenda, and all this. But Prime Minister Modi, we keep forgetting, was the first one to go to Pakistan. He went there kind of uninvited, and put his hand for friendship with Nawaz Sharif, and in return, we got Pulwama. So Prime Minister Modi, like a very strong statements, first tried peace. He even went there. He used his goodwill, political goodwill he had, and he was criticized for that. But he took that bold step. And I think this step that he has taken is also a very bold one, different from the first one, but this is what was required. So I have full faith in him. I have full faith in the Indian Army, and the military, and the Air Force, and people of India.